Alright, so the first thing you want to do to make a custom sky is I am going to make a new level. So file, new level, and I'm going to make it just an empty level. Hit create, save all this, and we have a new blank level. I'm going to hit Control S to save it in content, and just name it test map just to as an example. Alright, there's nothing in the scene, so I'm going to add a basic shape just to have a reference point. Drag it down a little bit, scale it up just a tiny bit. Alright, now I'm going to come over here in our outliner, right click, and do create folder. I'm going to call this lighting and hit enter. And so now the first thing I want to add is a directional light, which is basically the sun of the scene. So go to your lights right here, directional light, and this you want to point it where it lights up the platform, right about here. You want the light being pointing straight down. You can have a sunset if you want, but for now I'm just going to leave it pointing straight down around noon time. And now I'm going to drag this directional light into our lighting folder. Then I'm going to come over here and add visual effects, I believe it's under, and then exponential height fog right here. And this height fog basically adds fog at the horizon of the scene, because in nature at the horizon it's always foggy, so this sort of adds that effect. Drag it into the lighting folder as well, and now you may notice that nothing's really changed. So if I go back over here, there's one more thing we have to add, and it's under visual effects, sky atmosphere. And as you can see, you can now see the sun, the skylight, and the fog underneath us. So now if I disable the height fog, you notice the fog underneath disappears, and I can't really show you the directional light because if I disable that, you can't see anything. Alright, for this next thing I'm going to add, I'm going to bring out another object, so shapes, cube, and I'm going to expand this pretty wide. And if you take a look under here under the shadows of this cube, it's still pitch black. Like there's no, you can't hardly see any detail. It's just black. And so to fix this, I'm going to drag in a skylight, which is under lights, skylight. And essentially what this does is its main use is for HDRIs right here. But the skylight essentially captures the scene's light at like a variable distance right here, this sky distance threshold, and it further enhances the overall lighting. And you can see that now because right here this is gray instead of pitch black. Alright, so there's two more things we have to add that are pretty optional, and the first is volumetric clouds. And it's pretty self-explanatory as well. It produces clouds in the sky, but beyond that, it uses like 3D volume textures, and I believe like ray marching, and it like evaluates the different layers, and it produces 3D clouds, or well, clouds that look 3D. I'm going to drag this under lighting as well. And then finally, almost every scene has post-processing. So I'm going to go to volumes, and if I can find this quickly, post-process volume right here. And then over here, search for extent, infinite extent, unbound. And then for now, I'm just going to deal with the bloom, no, not the bloom, the exposure. Click the min and the max right here, and then set them to 1 and 1. And then it'll brighten your scene up, and you won't have constant exposure. Alright, so there you go. You have a basic atmosphere with the sky in your scene. You can have a skybox as well, which I will add in the next episode, and it will add just a little bit more realism to the sky as well. However, there is a really cool marketplace asset for sky spheres that I want to show. So and it basically is a whole video on its own. I was gonna include it in this one, but yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.